Wednesday. I guess it's Wednesday evening. I want to thank everybody for coming out. My name is Kerry Miller, and I want to welcome you once again to our 30-minute mentor session. And we're going to be talking tonight about the formula that leads to success in business and in life. We're going to talk about setting goals, creating goals, making things happen that you can take your business to the next level. And not only can you take your business to the next level, but you can take your life to the next level, because without a roadmap, without a place to go, without a direction to go, we really can't get anywhere. I mean, when we get in our car in the mornings or afternoons or whenever it is you wake up and you get in your car and you go, you have a specific destination that you're going to hit, and you have a specific place that you're going to go and do specific things. You do that because you planned the night before, and or you've been planning for that your whole life, where you get up and do it. It's repetitious. You make things happen. You wind up where you're going. And then once you get there, everything falls into place and everything happens. Now, we know that roadblocks come. We know that things happen and things get in the way. But what I'm hoping to do is to help you through my experiences and through others' experiences that you're going to come across, that will help you get over those speed bumps, those road bumps, those brick walls that hold you up from getting you where you actually need to go. So let's get started. I'm looking forward to this training today. I'm looking forward to the training. We're going to actually be in this series for a few weeks. I'm actually looking at creating more of these during the week, so that, because this series is important and I don't want it to drag out for months, so that you can get the information that you want to get or that you need to get in order to make things happen in your life. So let's get started, and we're going to start right into the training as we always do. First off, I want to welcome you to our training, welcome you to what we do here at Kerry Miller TV in creating our Kerry class, so that you get the education that you need, that will hopefully give you some of those golden nuggets to take you where you need to go in your business. Tonight, we're going to talk about the formula that leads to success in business and in life. And understand that these two things coincide, because in your life, you have other factors. You have your family members, your loved ones, those that you care about, those that you spend time with, whatever that looks like, whatever your life looks like, you have to place that in your business, because time-wise, you have to juggle it back and forth, make things happen, and see where you're going. It's important to keep in mind, and I tell people this all the time, my success and your success is very subjective. What works for me may not necessarily work for you. What works for one person may not work for another. Additionally, success is often the result of a combination of factors, including hard work, talent, perseverance, and sometimes a lot of luck. You know, sometimes we have to roll the dice. Sometimes we have to spin the wheel. And when the ball's on there, we hope it lands on black, or we hope it lands on red, or we hope it lands on 00. Wherever it's going to land, sometimes it takes just a little bit of luck. But without the hard work and the talent and the perseverance to overcome the things every day that you need to overcome, and that others need to help you overcome, and that your mentors will help you overcome, and your friends and your family and your wife and or your girlfriend or your significant other, whatever that looks like, they are there to help you. They are there to help you persevere, and you have to have that. You know, I have found in my life over the years, without a good support system, I fail miserably. And we're going to talk about failure and some of the lessons ahead, because failure is actually extremely important. Failure actually teaches you that you need a support system, that you need someone to help carry you over that finish line sometimes. And sometimes we let our egos get in the way, or sometimes we let, outside influences get in the way, and we push that support system away. But that support system is what helps you persevere. It helps you get over that finish line to do the things that you need to do to be successful. And not only in your business, but also in your life. And that's extremely important to understand. And we're going to continue on, but these are important factors that you have to understand that's going to help you be successful and do the things that you need to do. Excuse me. General principles that can help lead to success in business life. And we're going to expand on these in the weeks to come. We're going to expand this to the point where you truly understand what you need to do to set the goals you need to set to get to the place you need to be successful. I want you to be successful in business. I don't care if you're my direct competition. I want you to succeed. Why do I want you to succeed? Because if you succeed, I'm succeeding. Because if I'm succeeding and you're following my path and you're following my teachings and you're following the things that I do, then we can all be successful together. Number one, you have to set clear goals. You have to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. This is extremely essential for success. Without a clear vision, without knowing exactly where you're going, exactly what you're going to do, exactly what's going to help you get to the place where you're going to be, you will not get there. It has to be extremely specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be relevant and time-bound goals for yourself and your business. Without it, you will not get to the place you're going. If that vision isn't clear, when you drive out of your driveway in the morning and it's really foggy outside, and I live in Texas, so we experience this a lot. When it's really foggy and you're trying to see you exactly where you're going, sometimes you may run off the road a little bit. But on a clear day, you can see the exact path that you have to go. And if you don't follow that path, if you're not very specific on the path that you have to follow, if your vision isn't clear, you run into those road bumps that we were talking about earlier. You run into that brick wall that we were talking about earlier. You have to be very specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be very achievable. You know, people set very unachievable goals. That's because they set goals that should be broken down over a period of time for the period of time today. And it just doesn't work. Why? Because when you fail, it's hard to get up and go. You have to see exactly clearly. Your vision has to be laser. It has to be focused. Second, you have to take action. This is, I would say, if there's anything that drives me nuttier, is that people they never take action. They never try to take action. They don't attempt to take action. They don't do anything. And yet they sit in their lounge chair when they walk in from work and they say, gosh, this is never going to work. I've been working on this for 3 weeks and nothing has happened. That's because you haven't taken action. If you don't get up and turn the TV on with the TV controller or get up and push the button on the side of the TV, guess what? It's not going to come on. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to see the things that are going to take place because you're never going to take action to make it happen. It's just the way it was. And, you know, it's really sad to me that people will sit back and they will complain and they'll say, you know what, Kerry, this just doesn't work. And I'll ask them the question, what action did you take? Once you've identified your goals, once you know where you're going, once you know what you want to do, and you start taking action, you have to break them down, okay? And you have to take that action towards achieving them. But break them down into smaller tasks and take steps every single day to move closer to your objectives. Do not try to feed the elephant all at once. You know, there's an old saying, and I know you've heard it. How do you feed an elephant? One bite at a time. Your goals are exactly the same way. break them down into smaller tasks, take the steps that you need every single day. Take action. Turn on the switch that allows you to get to where you want to go in achieving those tasks that you set for today. For example, when I start putting together a show, I have to break it down. I have to put together the slides. I have to get ready to go in the studio. I have to make sure everything's working. I have to make sure I've got the proper bandwidth. There's things that I have to check. And if I don't take action before a show, prime example, you just heard my phone ding. Why did you hear my phone ding? Because I didn't put it on mute before the show. That's one of the actions that I've got on my checklist to do. I did it on this phone, but I did not do it on this phone. So here I am, telling you what you need to do, and I missed a step. And when I missed a step, guess what? You was able to hear that in the training and know that was not planned. That's just the way life goes. That's one of those roadblocks. And when you're live, and here we are, those things happen. So I'll make a note to make sure to check both phones now, because it happened when I was on the other night. I think one of them went off. Why? Because I did not take action to actually turn the volume off for the whole phone. Not just the volume down, the volume completely off. Continuously learn and grow. And I've used this statement hundreds of times when I've done trainings. And the reason I use it, because I think it's extremely important. And I learned this from my grandfather. The day you quit learning is the day that you're 6 foot under. You have to learn every single day. You have to learn and you have to grow. You have to do the things that are important and suck up all the knowledge that you can. Come to these trainings, take notes, rewatch them, continuously learn and grow in order to stay competitive and succeed. You have to watch what everybody else is doing. You have to study your competitors. You have to know which direction they're going. You have to stay 2 steps ahead of technology. You have to say, okay, I'm reading this today. When is this going to happen? What are the things that are going to happen that I need to implement to help my business grow? Stay informed about new developments in your field. I don't care what you're doing. If it's cooking hamburgers and there's a hot new hamburger out and you want to try it, put it on your menu and try it. If there's a new way to change oil, if there's a new oil out there and your competitor's got it and he's selling it and it cost me $100, but all your oil changes are $49.99 and you can double your money on the new oil change, why would you not go to that? Why would you not take time to learn exactly what the process is and the marketing processes? And why are you not understanding and learning how to do those things that help your business grow? Attend conferences. People are so afraid to invest in their business. First off, it's a tax write-off, and we all need the tax write-offs. Go to the conferences. If you own a business, and let's say you own a nail salon business, and we know that nail salon technologies are constantly changing. And how do I know that? Because I watch it. Why do I watch it? Because Jessica and Vega are always wanting nails, and I want to find things that are cool and that can help them do the things they need to do. Why? Because I think it's cool. So I study that and I look at it and I teach myself. And I say, hey, man, let's try this on your nails and see if you like it. Seek out opportunities to expand your knowledge and your skills. Don't just sit back every night when you get home and say, I'm tired. Look and see if there's a conference in your area. Look and see if there's some type of training in your area that can help your business grow. Continually learn and continually grow. You have to build strong relationships. We talked about this in the first training the other night. Building strong relationships with customers is what creates the return back into your business so that they spend more money, and then you start bringing new business on top of that. That's how you grow a business. Building strong relationships with customers, colleagues, other stakeholders is essential for success. Be responsive, be reliable, and attentive to the needs of those around you. If someone walks into your business every day and says, "Hey, if you had XYZ, I would buy it," and every customer that walks in and says that, and you say, "Oh yeah, we'll get that," are you really being responsive? Are you really being reliable to your customers and attentive to their needs and concerns because they've been telling you this for 6 months and you still don't have it on the shelves? If one or two customers comes in and says it, that's one thing. But if all your customers are walking in the door and saying, "Hey, if you had XYZ product, man, that would really go well with what we're doing here in the store. It would really go well with the jeans that you're selling. It'd really go good with the steak that you're cooking. It would really go good, excuse me, with the technology that you're selling." You know, be responsive, be reliable, and attentive to the needs and concerns of those that are walking in your place of business. If you're not, you're not going to be in business very long because your competition down the street is. Maybe he listened to this training and heeded it, and you listened to the training and you said, "I'll do it later." You can't do it later. You have to do it now. You have to make things happen now. I can literally come on here every night and share things that have helped me build my business to success and share those things with you. And you sit back and say, "Nah, that's not going to work for me." Go ahead and keep saying that, because the person that's down the street that's watching this training, they're going to say, "You know what? I'm not going to implement everything you said, but there was a couple of golden nuggets in that training, and I'm going to put that in place." And you're going to watch his business start to grow and your customers start to go there. You say, "Well, Kerry, that's not going to happen." Yes, it is going to happen. I will guarantee you it's going to happen, because there are successful entrepreneurs who follow a specific goal-minded system, who take their business from 0 to 100 miles an hour in 2 or 3 seconds, while everybody else is sitting back still trying to figure it out. You've got to continually train. You've got to continually build. You've got to continually do the things that you have to do. You have to take action to make things happen. Embrace failure. And we just talked about this a while ago, and we're going to go very in depth in this in the next training. Failure is a natural part of the learning process. I'm going to say that again. Failure is a natural part of the learning process. Failure is a natural part of the learning process. It's going to happen. If I had $1 for every time I failed, I'd be the richest guy in the world. But I took those failures and I embraced them and I learned from them. You see, if you learn from your failures, if you take that as a learning opportunity, and let me go back here to this and right here, continuously learn and grow. Continuously learn and grow. That is part of the failing process. Learning, understanding, and use these failures as an opportunity to grow and improve. Don't just sit back and say, "God, I'm so sick of failing." Why did you fail? Study it, learn it, understand it, make things happen for yourself. Stay focused and persistent. If you do not stay focused, remember we talked about that vision in the very beginning. You've got to have a very clear vision. You have to stay focused and persistent. Success requires persistence and the ability to stay focused on your goals despite your setbacks and your obstacles. You're going to run into brick wall after brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. You're going to continue to hit that brick wall, but you have to stay persistent. Stay committed to your objectives. Do not give up in the face of challenges. The minute you give up, you didn't fail. Okay, you didn't hit a failure. You lose. If you give up and don't stay committed, you lose. If you don't continue looking forward and staying focused, if you don't have the vision that you need, if you don't take the action that you need to get to where you're going to go, you don't stay focused and persistent, and you give up, When the challenge gets tough, you lose. You're going to lose every time, and you can only lose so many times when you're building a business. You have to have the wins. You have to have the failures as stepping stones, but you cannot give up. I don't care what you're doing. You cannot give up. And give back. I talk about this a lot. Whatever your community needs, successful people often give back to their communities and to their society as a whole. You're blessed. You have the opportunity to start your business. I believe everybody has an opportunity, but some people need to be picked up. Some people need to be lifted up. Some people are out there right now looking for somebody who's saying, you know what? Kerry's a pretty good mentor. Maybe I should be a mentor. Maybe I should give back my time and teach. Maybe I should give back my time and find somebody who's looking to build a business, but maybe they don't know how. And I'm pretty successful. I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I hit a lot of brick walls that he's talking about, and I've had a lot of failures, but you know what? I learned from those failures. Maybe I can teach that to someone. You have to find ways to contribute to causes that you believe in. And if that's people, believe in them. If that's a youth league, believe in them. Use your success to make a positive impact on the world around you. And it will make you a better person. Not only that, it makes you more positive in life. And the more positive in life you are, the better and bigger your business is going to grow. Give back. Take some of what you do and share it with someone else. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. We're on a journey here. We're on a journey together in teaching and learning and helping get people where they need to go. Success is a journey, not a destination. We're not looking for a place to go. We're looking for a place to expand. We're looking for a place to explore. We're looking for new horizons. We're looking for new mountaintops. We're looking for those things in our life that excites us. It's a journey. Keep these principles in mind and adapt them to your own unique circumstances and to your goals. Remember, your success is probably different than my success, but I will promise you this. We're both on the path and the journey to be successful. Our next training, we're going to break this down. Some of you may have heard of the SMART system, and I've gone very deep into the SMART system, and we're going to break it down piece by piece so that you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve for success. And these things are essential. And we talked about it at the very beginning. I don't know if you caught the acronym then, but it's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals for yourself. If you will follow this simple system, if you will create a system for you, if you will come and watch these trainings, maybe you learned this back in the early 2000s or the 90s or in the 80s, or maybe somebody taught this to you. I think it's very relevant today. Why is it relevant today? Because without a clear vision, without a journey, without a place to go that's measurable, extremely specific, and it has to be achievable and relevant to what today is. If you don't have those things, if you're not on that path, then you need to start getting there. You need to start making it happen. And I know you will. I want to thank you. I can't thank you enough for attending these trainings. It's something I did for many years. And gosh, man, when I first started training, it's at over 1 million views just in a couple of years doing trainings. And I want to get back to that point. Why? Because one of my goals is giving back. My goal is to share the things that I've done in my life that have made me very successful. So I want to thank you. God bless. Take care. And I will see you on the next training.